Hey guys, what is up? CJ here with a brand new review of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, S.H.I.E.L.D. returned this week with a new episode that picks up right where last week's intrigue-filled S.H.I.E.L.D. v. S.H.I.E.L.D. spycraft episode left off, but with more action, so let's get started. So this episode kicks off with shit hitting the fan directly on the heels of the end of last episode. Coulson is on the Mac, and Bobby is going after Fury's toolbox. This results in one of the cooler fight scenes of the season, a May versus Morse battle that once again shows off the show's underrated fight choreography. I mean, everyone talks about Arrow having really good fight choreography. I think S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of like right up there. Like, Arrow probably still comes out on top, but some of the fight scenes in S.H.I.E.L.D. are pretty incredible. And, you know, with the struggle for S.H.I.E.L.D. HQ raging on, this, of course, all leads up to the real S.H.I.E.L.D. storming the base. And it's one of the better scenes of this. It leads to one of the better scenes, I should say. A battle of wits between Gonzalez and Coulson. And their discussion really does a good job of highlighting just how differently Gonzalez views both S.H.I.E.L.D. and Fury, and the reasons that S.H.I.E.L.D. fell. Secrecy is what he claims. Now, this is all part of the season's push to deepen a world of spycraft that's far from cut and dry or black and white. It puts us, as the viewers, in a really weird place. I mean, transparency and openness are things to root for, right? I mean, we should be rooting for the guys that want to uncover the secrets, but instead we're supposed to be rooting for Coulson, who's kind of an opposite of that side. I really can't wait to see how it all gets resolved, because at this point I'm just not sure, although, you know, one has to think an appearance by Sam Jackson as Nick Fury isn't out of the question. While this is all occurring, Skye is still chilling in the wilderness. As we find out, the cabin was actually built for Bruce Banner, which is actually it's both one of the less subtle Marvel nods that they've done, but it's also a really relatively subtle way to acknowledge how dangerous her powers really are. She gets a visit from everyone's favorite eyeless inhuman, Gordon, and he's almost like a Yoda-type character in this episode. He talks to her and he teaches her about her powers, the non-comic reading audience, that is. I mean, for instance, you know, they're based on vibrations, which is something that, you know, people who had read the comics would know, but people who don't wouldn't know. But yeah, so she can manipulate like wavelengths and frequencies and stuff like that. So shortly after he leaves, the real S.H.I.E.L.D., having taken out HQ, comes looking for her, and we get really the best look at her powers yet. And this is the total climax of the episode. Everything builds up to this. It's a massive sonic wave that blasts Bobby and the douchey guy from Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, actually impaling him with a piece of shattered tree and devastating the forest behind them. However, the real highlights of this episode are the flashbacks to the day that S.H.I.E.L.D. fell, interspersed throughout the episode. This highlights the origins of the real S.H.I.E.L.D., going back to a Hydra uprising on their aircraft carrier that nearly killed Gonzalez. It's easy to see why this quote-unquote director feels the way that he feels about Fury, and basically what Fury did, and how he pretty much, I think, blames Fury for Hydra taking over, which is, I mean, it's understandable. But, you know, while the flashbacks almost seem filmed in a Snyder-esque, colorless film screen thing, it really captured the feeling and bleakness of that day. I mean, it kind of fits. Also, we get the incomparable Lucy Lawless back for a great knife fight, and it really makes you wonder, was she in on Gonzalez's plan too? And I think that's something that if he finds that out, he's going to be really deeply affected. Coulson, that is. The episode caps off with Coulson having escaped custody with the help of May, relaxing in what very well may be his first visit to the real Tahiti with Hunter, actually, who's now on the side of the good guys, if that's what you could call them. I really can't think of any downsides to this episode, so, like, really, this is a high-water mark for the series. This is everything that it can be and more. So, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think of One Door Closes? What do you hope for next week? This is CJ signing off, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, hey! I hope you guys enjoyed what you just saw. I don't know what exactly you just saw, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you really did like it, go check out our other stuff. You know, we have social media, Facebook, Twitter. The link should be somewhere here. Also, we have other channels too. We have our movie, video game channel. We have our music channel. Obviously, our comic book channel too, because we know we do all that entertainment awesomeness. We also have a website. Go to our website, hybridnetworkyt.com. And check out our other videos. That's all I really have to say. It's Josh, and I hope you guys enjoyed what you watched.